Good evening, everyone. My name is Dom Kelly. I use he, him pronouns. I am a white man with brown curly hair and glasses, sitting in front of a couch with some pictures and records on the wall and a bookshelf with some of my favorite books, candles and a fake plant. And I'm wearing a black t-shirt that says Saoirse Dan Palestine. I wear this shirt, which means Free Palestine, as the grandson of Irish immigrants on my father's side and the ancestor of victims of the Holocaust on my mother's side. I join you tonight in my capacity as co-founder, president, and CEO of New Disabled South, as a disability justice activist, and as a Jewish person committed to Palestinian liberation. As such, I consider it a profound honor to have been invited to speak at this Easter service, as Easter is not a day that we celebrate in my faith tradition, but one that has an inextricable link to the upcoming holiday of Passover. Upon reflecting on the meanings behind these two holy days, the word hope springs to mind. Both the story of liberation of Jewish slaves that we celebrate on Passover and the story of the resurrection of Jesus that is honored on Easter culminate in a message of hope for the future. Hope that we, as humans, can together heal a broken world and realize a shared vision of freedom. This week will be 6 months since the ongoing massacre of Palestinian people began. We have all seen with our own eyes the unfathomable death and destruction. And as a disabled person, I've struggled to wrap my head around the realities of the disabled people in Gaza, those born disabled, those who have been disabled by the ongoing occupation, and those who have been disabled these past 6 months alone. Prior to the start of this genocide, the UN estimated that 14% of Gaza's population were disabled. Now, we don't need the UN to tell us that today 100% of Gaza's population is disabled. It's not just that Gaza has, quote, the largest cohort of pediatric amputees in history, as was noted in a recent New Yorker article. It's not just that thousands more have had to live with more chronic illness and physical disability since the destruction began. It's that trauma itself is disabling. Trauma is a disability. Not a single Palestinian in Gaza will come out of this without bearing the scars of trauma, whether physical, mental, or otherwise. And the silence of the broader disability community on Gaza has angered me beyond my ability to properly articulate here. When we recently saw the images of Yazan Kafarna, the 10-year-old boy with cerebral palsy, the same disability I have, in an emaciated state before his death, I thought that surely we would finally hear the rallying cries of the broader disability community, and we did not. Let me be clear, anybody claiming to do the work of disability justice who is silent on Gaza is doing no such thing. And so back to hope. How can we hold on to a message of hope, the message of this Easter day, when our government here continues to fund this genocide and when the Palestinian population in Gaza and the West Bank continue to face death and destruction with no end in sight? Truthfully, it is hard to have hope these days. And my glimmer of hope actually comes in moments like this, seeing a multiracial, multi-ethnic, interfaith group of leaders come together to call for a permanent ceasefire and an end to the genocide in Gaza. This evening, I do feel hope that Palestinian liberation not just might happen, but will happen. We will see a free Palestine. So during this most holy period for our world, Ramadan, Easter, our upcoming Passover celebration, let us hold on to this feeling of hope. Let us continue to be steadfast in our commitment to ending this massacre. May we all continue this every day until Palestine is free. Thank you.